let's tune into the movie channel.
Movies.
So, have you heard of the Pooniverse? It sounds like it should be X-rated. The
That does
Pooniverse,
sound X-rated.
but it's Pooh as in Pooh Bear. Pooniverse.
Ah, the Pooniverse.
So
the Winnie the Pooniverse.
So the Pooniverse is basically they're now compiling all fairy tale and Disney IP that has made its way into public domain.
Yeah.
And as you've seen, there's already been the Pooh Bear horror film.
Right.
That there's a sequel coming. They've talked about doing the Steamboat Mickey. So there's a Steamboat Mickey horror film coming.
That'll be interesting.
So this Pooniverse is all horror films,
right?
Using those
using
now,
our childhood favorite characters
that are now all public domain.
Yeah.
The latest of which, Pinocchio. So Pinocchio Unstrung, as it's titled, is the latest horror film coming to the Pooniverse. And Pooniverse does sound like
it sounds super X-rated.
So a whole nother genre. But they gave us a sneak peek at what Jiminy Cricket would look like. We'll have that right up here on the screen. And so the voice that they actually cast to play this is no stranger to horror films. I'll give you a hint.
Is it Jamie Lee Curtis?
Well, it's Jiminy Cricket, so I don't know if they could. I guess they could cast as a female at this point, right? They can do anything they want. No, but this person is no stranger to horror films, and you can say that he's in your nightmares.
Freddy Krueger, Robert Englund.
Wow. England. Yeah, he's going to voice Jiminy Cricket. So I thought that's a pretty cool casting.
I wonder if I was going to say, I wonder if he's going to bring a Freddy element to Jiminy Cricket, but
I feel like he's going to definitely bring that growl to the voice. I feel like it's going to have to. It's a horror film, right?
Yeah.
And if judging by that image, it's a creepy looking cricket.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's going to be kind of dark, twisted.
That'd be dope. Maybe we'll get a new voice out of him.
So I'm already trying to imagine what the rest of some of these. For one, if Jiminy Cricket looks like that, what is Pinocchio going to look like?
Right.
And since this is a horror film, is Pinocchio going to lie so that he can sharpen his nose and start killing people? Like, what's going on here?
Just running head first into his problems,
right?
Yeah.
So what's Geppetto going to look like or be? Is I feel like it's going to have some similarities to the story. So he's probably going to be a puppet that's going to, obviously it's called Unstrung. So I'm guessing he's going to become a real boy, right?
Yeah.
Are we going to, what was it called? The island with the donkeys?
Pleasure Island?
Pleasure Island?
Yeah.
Epstein Island? I mean, Pleasure Island?
One and the same.
Is it going to take place in that are we going to have that whole thing where there's going to be like these crazy donkey kids, and how creepy could that be?
Right.
Are we going to be swallowed by a whale? Is Monstro making an appearance? And then
inquiring minds want to know.
Then you've also got what was the cat's name?
Cleo or Figaro?
Figaro, right? And the fish was Cleo? Or
the fish was Cleo. Yeah, I think the fish was Cleo and the cat was Figaro.
Maybe the other way. I don't remember. It's been a while.
Sounds right though.
But yeah, so are they going to be in this film as well?
Yeah.
Lots of questions remain. But I do find it kind of hilarious that they're taking these IPs as they become public domain, and they're creating these horror films. The Pooh Bear, did you see the Pooh Bear one by any chance?
No, I didn't.
So
hasn't crossed my list yet.
It's very, and this is not an insult. This is not meant to insult the creators. It's very horror cheesy, intentional though.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed watching it. It was kind of like, it gave me the same feeling I got when I first saw Sharknado.
Ah, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yeah.
Not as campy and stupid as that to a certain degree, which again intentional. But along those lines, but a little bit more horror, right? It had its its jump scares and its horror elements. So
used to love me some Sharknado.
The Steamboat Willie got me intrigued, and now we've got Pinocchio. So
I wonder who's going to be next on the list. Because
I don't know which IPs are going public next, but
definitely
they seem to be only targeting the Disney stuff.
The Disney ones, yeah. Because they did a Popeye. A dark Popeye,
which isn't Disney, but
it's not Disney.
I
but
did see that, but that's not part of the Pooniverse.
I'm just thinking of all the childhood.
That's the Spinaverse.
I'm just thinking of all the childhood memories that are being ruined right now.
That's the Spinachverse.
Yeah, but no, it's definitely
Yeah.
interesting to see how we've taken these.
It's a twist.
Bright, colorful, happy-go-lucky, cheery movies, and they're putting a crazy dark spin on them.
Well, I did see, and part of the reason I cracked the Epstein joke, whether some may think bad taste or good, I saw a whole breakdown
Careful what you say.
on Pleasure Island, and they're comparing it to that
Pleasure Island.
Both Pleasure Islands, comparing them together and talking about, if you really look at how twisted that was. I mean,
you know, maybe
kidnapping kids, taking them there, giving them alcohol,
maybe
giving them drugs, you know, gambling, you know, teaching them the sins, right?
Yeah, maybe life imitates art. Maybe he was watching some Pinocchio and he had a bright idea.
So, but I love seeing how people compare certain movies, certain elements, and certain IPs, because the coming out of the Dark Island theory. The other one that always made me laugh was the comparison between Harry Potter and Star Wars.
Yes,
because it aligns so
well. Yeah,
it's almost like, and this is not. I'm not. This isn't critical.
Just an observation.
But J.K. Rowling, like watching a bunch of Star Wars and then writing these books with that in the back of her. You know how they say sometimes when you write things that you think is creative, it's really just your subconscious reinventing what you already know.
Something else that you already know. Yeah.
You know, it's almost like sort of like that to a certain degree. I mean, there's obviously vast differences between the two, but there's also some staggering
a lot
similarities.
of similarities. Yeah.
So when I saw that comparison a while back, and they really broke down the characters' similarities, like each character's similarity. Yeah. And it was like right on par. It was like, oh yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of those if you really dig down to the core. Because I want to say there's a certain, I can't remember the number of it, but there's like a certain story structure,
right,
that a lot of these stories follow along.
Like we talked about when we talked about Avatar, and like, you know, being like Pocahontas and Last Samurai and Dance with Wolves all being the same, or like you said, Living Single versus Friends. Yeah, you know, kind of
same story, just told in a different frame.
Yeah. So. Totally agree. So, but now we've got
nothing new under the sun.
Happy-go-lucky, shiny G-rated cartoons turning into, you know, R-rated horror films.
Which, I mean, is right up my alley. I was, especially as a kid, I was huge into horror flicks. I'm sure there's some trauma associated with that I haven't tapped into yet. But I mean, you know, I'm watching like it at 8 years old.
Right.
At 2 o'clock in the morning and loving it.
When you shouldn't have had it on, but you had it on.
Shouldn't have had it on at all. You know, so it's been a while since I've really gotten into horror movies, but it would be nice to see. Actually, I lost touch with horror movies. That's really what it was. Because they didn't get me like they used to. And I think the last one that really got me was The Ring, when the chick came out of the TV. So that's really the last movie that I watched that had me had my fucking pulse going. And
well, I feel like, and I think we talked about this in the Halloween special season 1, but what you
check it out.
What used to get me was on the older horror films, like the old Texas Chainsaws and things like that. Yes. Is it wasn't always what you saw, it was what your mind thought it saw, or what it assumed happens off screen.
They left a lot more to the imagination.
So, and then when things would happen, that's what would make it scary, the suspense build up and things like that. And obviously there's the jump scares and things like that. Yeah. Now it's so blatant in your face.
They just show it to you.
It's like, let's buckets of blood, a little bit of nudity, and then some more buckets of blood and some gore. And it's like, yeah, the gore is crazy, like, and you're like, oh, that's gross or whatever, right? And you react, but it's not the same as the psychological of what you assumed is, oh man, they're, you know, you know what I mean? So, and that's why I did, like you said, I tapped out for a minute. There was times where I jumped in, like the first Saw movie I thought was great. Second one was okay, and then it kind of just died for me. But the one that they redid with Chris Rock, I thought that one was really good. The Ring was cool. I did see did you ever watch the I think it was a Japanese version that was made from? Was it Japanese?
Yes.
Was it Korean or Japanese?
It was Japanese.
Right?
It was Japanese.
So I felt that one was done much better.
But I can't think of the name of it. Right. But I do remember,
it was done much better.
They spoofed it in Scary Movie.
Right.
Yeah, that one.
So, but the Ring wasn't bad, and another one that was decent was Grudge. Was okay.
Grudge was good. I enjoyed Grudge.
Grudge was the one with the sound, right? Yeah. That one it was all right. But yeah, but a lot of horror movies, like you said, I kind of they stopped being.
They stopped being scary.
Some of it that ruined it for me too was being on sets and seeing how a lot of the stuff was done. So
you got to see behind the curtain.
So some of it when I would go, and this ruined it a lot when I went out with girls and stuff like that, because we'd go to horror movies, and the thing when you're younger was take a girl to a horror movie because she's gonna grab. But the problem with me was that seeing some of the stuff and seeing especially movies that I was on the set and then I see the movie, I would laugh. Like things would happen and I would laugh, right? And it wasn't even that I saw the final cut. I just saw how certain things were made. So I don't know what made the movie and what didn't. So I'm watching the movie for the first time with an ideal, but not knowing what's actually there.
Right.
But when things would happen, I would end up laughing while the audience is jumping or, I'm getting grabbed on, but then I'd get grabbed on, but then it'd be like, stop. Like, because they're getting mad because
you're laughing.
I'm laughing. So my brownie points go away.
Like, no, that's funny.
So, but I thought it was hilarious. But
can you reach that?